Well, like I mentioned before, I mean, the 3D aspects of Avatar were not as challenging as the other aspects of the production. But there are certain things that you learn when you start viewing cuts in 3D. And you know, there were a few little do's and don'ts, I think, that we picked up. But in virtual production, and in that I refer to the virtual characters in the 3D environment, you can change the 3D because they exist in a 3D environment. If you want to change the depth of field or the amount of stereo, you can. The live action 3D that is baked in, you know, when it's shot in authentic 3D, as opposed to a conversion, it has a limited amount of correction available to it. And I will plug the, you know, my own personal pet peeve is 3D conversion these days. I think there's a way to do it correctly, and it's still not as good as shooting in 3D, but it can be done with very painstaking, time-consuming, costly process. And I think that if the studios continue to bastardize the process by quick and dirty conversions, they're going to poison the marketplace.
So are you actually looking at 3D in the editing room on the reference monitor, or are you cutting one eye and matching?
Well, I was on Avatar for 3 years, and on the actual movie for 2.5. If I sat there for 2.5 years with 3D glasses, I probably wouldn't be standing here right now.